Today we're going to review the Washington Columbia Valley Wine Tour. Columbia Valley is located in south central Washington state. Richland is the nearest town. It's comprised of the Tri-Cities, one of the towns of the Tri-Cities, which is Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland. So you can see that there's plenty of bike trails and places to ride. This is actually a fantastic place to ride bikes, even if you don't like wine. When you do a search, you can find 19 wineries within 10 miles of Richland, Washington. So for the purposes of this video, we had to select 5. It wasn't easy, but these are the 5 we picked. During this ride, we'll visit Badger Mountain, Analar, Frechette, Kiona, and finish at Bookwalter. 5 wineries with very distinctive and different atmospheres. The ride starts from a park and ride off Tulip Lane. You head into this neighborhood and there's a really nice winery. That's where we'll stop at the first one, Badger Mountain. Then it's about a 14-mile ride out to Analar, our next stop. You have a great descent, then you climb up to Analar. Then it's about 6 more miles to Frechette, and then another mile to Kiona. Then you'll head back towards town and end up where you started at the park and ride. Across the street from the park and ride, there's 3 wineries you can visit. We went to Bookwalter. Almost 36 miles of riding with some elevation gain. It's got some punchy climbs for a total of 1581 climbing. So it does have some challenging hills. Badger Mountain. Badger Mountain. You can sit under these trees and enjoy the day, have a glass of wine. This is Badger Mountain. They also make Powers wine here. So they have music out here at this little pergola up in the hills, surrounded by vineyards. It's pretty fun. Drinking.
We are drinking Viognier.
Viognier. All right, guys. And water. Cool. All right, tell me what you carry.
What do I carry? We carry Powers, which is our conventional line, and then Badger Mountain, it's our organic line, so there's no added sulfites and no added preservatives to our line. So it's kind of fun. Some people usually come in and they just want to try our organics, and some people just want to try our Powers.
All right, what's your name?
Claudia.
Claudia, where do you live?
I live in Kennewick, Washington.
All right, Claudia, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Alright, Andalar. Interesting climb. We did! Hi! Nice place you got here. What are you drinking?
Cuvée.
Cuvée and?
It's delicious.
Has it got nice notes and all that?
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
It really does.
Andalar view. It's really nice up here. Beautiful area. Got a nice deck. So out here, have a little wine.
Hi, I'm Kim Grebenson from Andalar. I'm the general manager here.
Nice.
This is the place to be.
All right, tell us a little bit about your wines.
Oh, our wines are awesome. We source most of our fruit from the Red Mountain AVA, but also about 8 other vineyards growing areas in the kind of the Columbia Valley region. We probably focus a little bit more on Syrahs or the Rhone varietals. We're a small producer. We do about 1,600 cases annually. We have an amazing winemaker, Charlie Hoppus. A lot of you have heard of him. He's the wine boss or the Fidelitas brand. So we're fortunate to have him as our winemaker. And we've been here for about 5 years in this location, but we've been making wine for 11.
All right, cool. That's perfect. Thank you. Frechette Winery.
Yeah, it is good. Jim's port is pretty good, if you like ports. I don't drink ports, but I bought a bunch of them, but I haven't drank them yet.
It definitely is a dessert. My name is Brittany and I'm with Frechette Winery, and you came in on a very lovely October day today. And we specialize in Bordeaux blends, so we've got everything from a Semillon and a Sauv Blanc all the way down to a Merlot and a Petit Verdot along with Cabernet Sauvignon. And Greg and Shay are our owners here, and they absolutely love what they do, and they started in wine actually after they decided to move to Washington from living in Southern California, where they met each other, fell in love, and decided to have children. And it was their son Jaden that actually brought them here because they wanted to be around their family when they finally had kids. So they flipped a coin, it landed on heads, and it brought them to Washington, and that's how they got started in wine. So everything that you guys are going to taste through today is a product of their heart and their soul, and everything that they love to do based on a decision that they made to better their family. So I hope you enjoy.
of Tiana Vineyards. Their weekend manager, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is Tiana Vineyards here. The tasting room is on that property. We also have Heart of the Hill and Ranch at the end of the road. All three are on Sunset Road, making up almost 250 acres all told of vines. Began very first vines planted in 1975. Family owned and operated. John Williams and Jim Holmes started it back in 1975. First release was early 80s and has grown since. So.
Okay, and what kind of wines are you known for? What's your specialty wine? Or
I don't know
the
that
ones
there's
that got
one in
them more-
particular. I would say that it was the success of that initial Cabernet that you probably tried in our old block at 100%. Those were the first Cabernet vines out on Red Mountain, and it was really the success of those that drew everyone else out here, and you see what youth there is today.
Okay. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything else that I should know?
I think the most important part about Tiana Vineyards and Winery is there's a distinction there. We have the tasting room here for the winery aspect. We do make our own wines, but it's 3 generations in. There's not investors. It's family owned and operated. John and Nan Williams live on site. Scott, our winemaker, and Vicki Williams also live on Red Mountain. Their son JJ does all of our tasting room operations. So I think that's unique. Of the grapes that we grow, half are kept here for our own production use, and the other half are sold to almost 60 other wineries. So it is an operating vineyard as well.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I think that's an important distinction.
Right.
There's a lot of tasting rooms out here, and they're fantastic. We sell a lot of grapes throughout, but I think a real distinction for Kiona is the fact that we grow our own, operate here. All the production happens up in the 2 warehouses that you see on site. So everything that you're tasting here happens here on site.
Nice.
Hey,
You having fun?
absolutely. This is fabulous.
I'm glad you came along. Winery. There's 3 wineries here. There's Bookwalter, Bernard Griffin, and Tigueras. They're right next to each other, so you can do one or all 3, whatever you have time for. But this place is kind of neat because it's got bocce ball out here in the courtyard and some outdoor seating, so when the weather's decent. It's pretty chilly today, but we're outdoors. But it's not too bad. End of the ride. Beautiful day. Washington wine country. Doing a wine tasting. Super time. We're going to go into Bookwalter, have dinner. Something more substantial than that snack we had.
I have the bacon ranch chicken pizza.
Ah,
Delicious.
all right. And what do you got?
I have the avocado fry.
All right, what?
And
The bacon wrapped
bacon
steak.
wrapped steak.
Okay. What do you eat?
Twin tip sandwich.
All right.
Delicious.
Okay, cool. And we
It's
got
all
some
delicious.
pork sliders here too. Of course, red wine.